Subtitles on. Resolution. Pattern is barely visible. Following can be set in the accessibility tab of the options menu. I consent to give up my firstborn child. Play data can be viewed on Renet when share Renet play data is turned on. Data will be sent to Renet whenever you select quickly. Game as an autosave. Resident Evil 4. So, ladies and gentlemen, this time it's the full game. A couple of days ago, I played the demo, the chainsaw demo. I think it was the day after the full game released. I had hoped to get the game for my birthday, which at the time of this session was yesterday. But I did not. In fact, I didn't get a single video game. I mean, from my parents, I didn't expect it because they are like, "Don't you have too many video games?" My siblings give me video games every once in a while, but I mean, it's not to dunk on anyone because I got some great gifts. I'm not saying that you should get video games for every single birthday and Christmas ever, because I think it's great when you give people in your family a wish list, and you don't always get what's on it, but because they know you so well, they give you something else that you get really happy for, and you didn't in a million years think of yourself. Like, my mom gifted me a heart-shaped a laser engraved heart-shaped glass decoration of a well-known within the family, well-known picture of her holding of her 30 years old holding me as a baby. And I mean, I of course recognized the picture immediately, and I was like, "Oh my God, you got this picture laser engraved?" I mean, how cool is that? And no, I didn't have laser engraved glass decoration of me and my mom on my wish list. I mean, why would I? That's not something I think of. When I think of wish list, I think, Resident Evil 4, Bayonetta, Kingdom Hearts, whatever. I don't. But I got that gift, and that was an amazing gift. I also got a photo album to store my cinema tickets, something I had admittedly wished for, and another thing I also wished for that wasn't gaming related was thermo gloves for so that you can control the touchscreen on your phone even when outside. That's especially great when when I'm out riding my bike, because sometimes I will use the GPS on my phone. I have this holder um, on my steer, and if it's really cold, I have to take off my gloves in order to zoom in and out and manipulate the screen. But with those gloves, I won't have to. Um, and then I got some headphones, which I guess is something gaming related. But again, it's just to say that I didn't get Resident Evil 4 for my birthday, which is why I immediately went out to buy it myself afterwards, because I was like, if I don't, who will? Points if you get that reference. So okay, Resident Evil 4, I had to go out and get it myself, but I'm still beyond happy for the presents I got, because they were clearly given with the heart. You know how you, I mean, it's never kind or polite to dislike a present and be like was this all you could? Was this all the person could think of, or stuff like that? But let's be real. We do sometimes receive presents where you can feel that no thought lies behind the gifts. Um, we we all get those presents every once in a while. Maybe intentionally, maybe not. Maybe the person gifting us just didn't have any imagination. Again, not to dunk on people's generosity, because like they did buy something for you after all, but that doesn't really mean anything if there isn't, if there isn't legit intent behind it. In my book, then you can call me a callous asshole or whatever, but that's that's how I stand, and I'm not gonna name any names or say I have this person gifted me this thing last Christmas, which I wasn't happy for. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just saying it happens that you get something where you can feel that no real thought lies behind it. But anyway, so I bought the full game because I was totally under the spell of FOMO. I was like, I need to get this game, and I need to get it now. Which I mean, we all have FOMO for a lot of different things. I mean, I went out to get the Bayonetta 3 on launch day for FOMO, but with that game, I didn't inherently have the bloodthirsty urge to play it right away. Like, that game is still sealed in my collection. But Resident Evil 4, man, I mean, as someone who was on the bandwagon of why do we need to get a remake of this game? The original is still fine as is. But not gonna lie, I played the demo. I loved the graphics, and I love the Resident Evil engine in general. The feel of the gameplay, the amount of details Capcom is putting out in their games recently. So after playing the Chainsaw demo, I had to get it because I don't wanna run around for the next month or so having to avoid YouTube and Facebook in order to not spoil myself. So and I mean, I love the original game. It's been ages since I played it because it's not my it's not necessarily my favorite in the series. I haven't played many of the Resident Evil games in a long time. Like aside from the remakes, I haven't played 2 in forever. I haven't played 3 in forever. Haven't played 4 in forever. I played a couple of years ago. I used to play 6 co-op with my sister, which we always got a laugh and a half out of because the two of us together, we are capable of producing some really funny shit when we play. Like this one time where in the snow level, as in Jake and Sherry's storyline. Um, I was up on this hill retrieving one of the USB pins. She was running up to assist me, like, I'm coming for you, big bro. Meanwhile, I had hijacked a snowmobile and was on my merry way down the hill, and it was just the funniest shit that she was she was on her way up on foot uh, on a rescue attempt. And meanwhile, I was just, legs crossed, arm on the armrest. I was just I was I was just living life, so to speak. Had retrieved the USB pin and was on my way down the hill again, hunky dory, and was like, then we passed each other, then we passed each other on the way, and I was like, oh hi sis, and she was like, huh, how did you? And we still talk about that. One of many funny instances. But yeah, I haven't really played. I mean, when Resident Evil 2 remake came out, I played that shit to hell and back and platinumed it, and I have platinumed Village and Biohazard, also known as Resident Evil 7. So it's like when the games release, I play them to hell and back, but then I put them back on the shelf and don't really touch them ever again. Because I have so many games to play. But I just put 110 hours into Hogwarts Legacy. Haven't platinumed that one because I haven't played as the other houses, which is required for platinum, and also some things in my collection, in my in-game collection, is glitched out, so I can't get the trophy for 100% completion in that regard. But I feel I've had my Harry Potter fill for a while, so now it's Resident Evil 4's turn, and then I'll see what I want to play afterwards. And now, because Capcom because Capcom can't be bothered, I'm gonna have to do the honors. Resident Evil 4. I mean, haven't you noticed they aren't doing title calls anymore? They did for Resident Evil 2 remake, but that was DLC. For Resident Evil 3 and 4 remake, they don't do the title calls anymore. Nah, I'm good. Bonuses, extra content shop. Oh, they got a lot of good shit here. I mean, I say a lot of good shit, but unlock by playing a specific chapter, concept art, models. Are they bringing back the that shooty gallery minigame where you could earn models? looks that way. That's also another thing, by the way. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really not a fan of the extra costumes you can get via the DLC. I miss the gangster outfit from the original. I miss the RPD cop uniform, and most of all, this being a remake, I really think, and I haven't played the game yet, so maybe you can unlock this, maybe you can't, but I really hope that you can unlock having Leon in his jacket. I mean, he has that jacket until he gets assaulted by the big cheese right when you find and rescue Lewis, and then you never see him wear it again. And I mean, many players of the original game thought it was a grave crime that you never see that jacket again. It wouldn't hurt to make it a costume. Well, anyway, main story, new game. Assisted standard game okay. For players who have not played Resident Evil 4 2005. For players who have played Resident Evil 2005. Stronger enemies and harder challenges, higher prices for certain items. I have played Resident Evil 4, the original, but I always start my games on standard because that's it's called standard for a reason. It's the default playing mode. And also, until I know exactly what I'm getting myself into, because it is a remake after all, they have rearranged some things. It's not a carbon copy of the original, so some things are going to be new, some things are going to be different. And until I know the game front to back, I'm not gonna go in hardcore. I mean, in a game like Resident Evil 2 Remake that I have played to front and back, I always play that game in hardcore because you've played the game so many times, it starts becoming too easy. So then you default to hardcore because it gives you more of a challenge now that you have become so good at the game. But I start with standard. Create more ammo when recover some health automatically when in danger, low prices. Let's see what. Damn. Holy shit.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky.
I still think he's being a bit too tryhard
later to join
in
a
this
top
narration.
secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night, the pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
So tell me, Yankee, why did you come to this horrible place? As close to nowhere that I've ever seen.
Let's just say, looking for someone.
That someone must be very important, huh? The chief gave the orders himself. Help him, he said.
I'm sure you boys didn't come all the way out here to roast marshmallows. Maybe you did.
You have a strange sense of humor. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Just between us. A lot of people have gone missing around here. And it's been that way for a while now.
Well then, should be just another day in the office, right?
I mean, last week there was a search for some missing hikers.
I'm sure you'll do your best to help me.
I think this is it. Nature calls, huh? I'll be right back. Qué frío.
¿Te has bebido el bar entero?
You smoke? Vaya sitio más tétrico. ¡Hey! ¿Hay alguien ahí?
Chapter 1. See what's taking so long. Forgot my keys. I mean, I say, like many others, that I don't feel the original needed a remake, but again, when you see this, you are like, no, it didn't need a remake, but praise be them for making one. I mean, we have come a long bloody way since 2005. What is that statue even?
How far could he have gone?
Anyone home?
Can't read that. I better not embarrass myself. A bit goofy that he was just standing there, not gonna lie.
Sorry to barge in like this. Busco a un policía. Vino aquí?
And at least he tries in Spanish this time.
This is not good. Man, that stinks. Hey!
¡Contesta! ¡Necesito apoyo!
I read you.
¿Quién soy?
What's your situation? What the hell's going on?
Oh, that's the other guy calling. So he was attacked. So he was attacked too. Wish I could read all that.
What was that? Fucking way.
Just keeps getting worse.
Huh. Should I pursue them, or...
Bruce, this is Condor 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Need a location on a nearby lake. She may have been taken there.
Copy that. I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up.
Something's happened to people here. My escorts are... Gotta go. Talk later.
Here's Johnny.
I'll let myself out.
Nah. And also swap, yeah, it's storage. So in addition to the attaché case from the original, we also have a storage option. I mean, in the original game, your attaché case, that was what you had. Increased drop rate for handgun ammo. Charms. Huh. But you can't kick up doors anymore. Hey, it's that dog. Gotta love how Capcom played with our emotions on that one. So I need more than just gunpowder.
Damn it.
Completely forgot that was there. Certain materials such as resources, gunpowder, and knives can be used to craft different items. The types of items you can craft can be increased by obtaining new crafting recipes. Same weapon. You can set a weapon to a shortcut by selecting the weapon in the items menu. Up to 8 weapons can be assigned at once, 2 weapons on each for the 4 directions. I want to try something. Thank you. See, in the demo I did that via the, via the crafting option, but I much prefer how snappy it is that you can just overlay one herb with the other and then they are combined. I'm never ready for this section. Like, I don't generally find the Resident Evil games scary whatsoever. Maybe because I'm just desensitized to horror. But the Chainsaw Man terrifies me because he's one hit killed. Horrible. Can you even imagine dying like that? All the pain. Like he said. Damn. Kinda had a feeling I wouldn't survive that one. It was kind of a death sentence going in there without a shotgun. But I just wanted to drag time out so that I would get that cutscene of the chainsaw guy. I'm back, bitches. And just to humor myself, because I know what will happen, haha, you can't get me. Haha, assholes. Ah, didn't see that one coming, except I totally did. Damn! Fuck me, man. I was just about to parry him, but I pressed L2 instead of L1. This is gonna be hell when I eventually do my no death run. But see, that's what I'm saying. I hate this part. The rest of the game is smooth sailing, barring the that went well. I, I did the thing. I did the thing. Life basics. Don't think he is.
La campana.
Finally.
I give you the
Los invoca. Tenemos que servir. Al Lord Sadler Todopoderoso.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Resident Evil 4. My man ain't feeling too hot.
Roost to Condor 1. I've identified a route to the lake. Look for a large windmill. There's a path on the far side of it.
Windmill. Copy that.
And be careful. Roost out.
If you're lost, you can check your current position and objectives on the map. If you have a treasure map, you'll also be able to see locations of hidden elements. Here you go.
Not looking so good. Locked.
Huh. Need Ashley for that. Almost would have liked an achievement for that one called Nah, not this time, coward. No files. I notice. There used to be that file about we have spotted an American agent among us. Sort of stuff.
There it is.
Yeah, too bad I don't have a knife at the moment. Otherwise I would have loved to stealth all of them.
No good.
Yummy. And a whole cow skeleton. Ah. Another skeleton.
Well, that stinks.
Should I just reload? I'm gonna reload. Save's coming. See, that's what I want from it. That's what I want from a remake. Doing the same thing, but in a different way, if that makes any sense. Like, Dependent used to hang over a well, or not a well, but over a basin over in the other direction. This time it doesn't. That's what I get for safe scumming. But instead, in the remake, the pendant is over here, and you shoot it down from a windmill instead of a lid. A lid. Resources. How many do I have? 19. And I only have 1 resources. Blue request notes. You can take on tasks by collecting the blue request notes posted around different areas. View the requests you've taken in the files menu. Okay, so in the remake, it's not only the blue medallions in this area. Instead, there are request notes in all areas. I actually like that because one thing I thought was a little out of place in the original was that you get this challenge to shoot 20 medallions, and then you don't get a challenge like that ever again. I mean, I suppose in the original game it was for target practice or whatever, but at that point you had already fought your way through the village, so what's the point? Destroy the blue medallions. For the love of God, will somebody please get rid of the blue medallions, those religious lunatics left hanging around. Request destroy all the blue medallions, or area farm, reward spinal times 3. Okay, so I don't get a badass gun. Damn. Cute. Yellow herb. A yellow herb that increases your maximum health. The amount it increases by varies depending on what the herb is combined with. It cannot be used by itself. But before I climb up there, so I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Can't get in there, obviously. What do we have here? Huh. Okay, so in the remake you can't get up there. Oh, oh, I get up through the mill. I think I alerted them to my position. ¿Dónde estás? I guess estas is mistas. Mista vistas. Thank you for coming out to greet me. Holy crap. Again, familiar locations and you know what you have to do and where you need to go, but shit is different this time. Like in the original, you walked in through the front door like here instead of it being boarded up. In the remake, you have to infiltrate the barn via the windmill, and then when you jump down here, you are ambushed by that bull guy. That's what I want from a remake, honestly. To you know, again, everything must be familiar and recognizable, but switched around so that you are constantly kept on your toes. So, like I said before, it's the same, but it isn't. Just like the original, you can kick up doors by kicking them 3 times.
It's locked.
Except when you can't. There. One more to go. And I mean, some people don't like when your character speaks during gameplay, or at least not when they speak too much, but I like how Leon has witty lines whenever he, if he throws a hand grenade, like, "This is for you," or something like that. A flagon. Combining treasures. You can view the treasures you have collected in the key items and treasures menu. Some treasures can be sold at a higher price by fitting them with gemstones. And you can scroll the map with the touchpad. Oh, is that where the medallion is? Well, now I know, I guess. There. Destroy the blue medallions complete. So, did I get a reward for that? Wait. Is this really all there is for files? Oh, requests.
gotta be this way.
Wait, was there something over there? No. Guess I'll return there later. This almost looks like the carriage that you shoot after escaping the church. Oh man, if I was Leon and being knee deep in all this shit, I would have said my prayers right about now. Shit. Again, something that's different. In the original, you would get chased by a boulder quick-time event. Here, they straight up block your path, making you have to backtrack and likely find a way around. Unless, of course, I screwed myself over and had to be on the other side of that landslide. Nope. Still not budging. And still nothing here. And you really can't just climb over all that shit, Leon? Ah. Damn. Okay. Okay, that was a bit more gracious. Or graceful. Well, it was a kitchen knife. Mulligan. Come on, kill me. Damn, you actually get... It's not like it blows up and then you just fall to the ground. You actually get turned into a blood splatter. Oh, whoa. Where is he? Up there. Ah! I saw it just as I walked into it. Well, at least you don't take damage. I don't know if the monster is coming up if I shoot in the into the water, but I don't feel like testing my luck on that right now. Wonder when I'll find the key for that thing.
This the place?
Okay, you know what? Now that it has autosaved, I'm gonna try.
Come on.
Okay. Never mind. Doll. And who might those fine fellows be? Does it say anything here? Chart, picture frame. Nothing.
What's that noise?
Someone having a hard time at the bathroom? Ugh! Sounds like a heavy one, if you know what I mean. So in the remake, he is not in a closet, but in the basement. Makes more sense than a closet, I guess. Is he gonna ambush me when I drop down there? Okay, I don't think he's ambushing anyone anytime soon. So they keep him in a basement, and you know, this makes way more sense than just gag binding him in a closet.
That hurts, you know?
Seemed like you really wanted to talk.
How observant, senor. Now, say, you got a smoke?
You know, those things will kill you.
Oh, well, maybe just some timing then, huh? Joder, not this guy!
Who are you? You stop right there!
So in the remake, Chief Mendes is the one who injects Leon, as opposed to the original where we kind of just see a vague cutscene of him being strapped to, not even strapped to a chair, or yes, he was strapped to a chair, and then some random goon injected him while Sattler was watching and talking about excruciating power. Intoxicating power. Gotta be honest though, that cutscene there, not only do I not think the dialogue was as cleverly written, you know, it felt like the dialogue was written differently just for the sake of being different, but that they didn't really think about how it would sound. Like Lewis says, do you have a smoke? And in the original, Leon answers with, I got a gum. I think it was a gum or gun. I never really heard what he said. And then Chief Mendes walks in. But here you have Lewis saying, you have a smoke. Leon says, you know those things kill you. That's a response I can get behind. But for Lewis to then, I mean, I expected Lewis to say, well, dying by that is better than whatever is better than dying in whatever hellhole we have found ourselves in. I know that's a bit long of a dialogue, but something like that. I expected Lewis to make a retort about the shitty place they were in, and that dying by a smoke would be better than that. But instead we have him go like, untie me then. Like, that didn't feel like a naturally flowing conversation whatsoever. I know it sounds like I'm just being negative. I love what I've played up till now. I really love what I've seen up till now. It's just I'm not a fan of the dialogue. That's all. Also, like how I commented in the intro, you know, when Leon talks about how he got recruited and stuff, where 1998, it's a time I'll never forget. It sounded so forced. Like I also talked about in the chainsaw demo, where, you know, in the original you had Leon go 1998. I'll never forget it. That sounds more natural as opposed to this. It sounded like they asked the voice actor to just sound angry, like just sound the most angry you can. 1998. Oh, it's a time I'll never forget. Savvy. It's kind of like, you know, I grew up on the Danish dub of My Neighbor Totoro, the TV dub, and then in 2007, they redubbed it and put that dub in the theater, and then me and my mom went to watch it for, you know, for old nostalgia's sake, not aware of the new dub. And I know people laugh at me and say, oh, you know, nostalgia is a powerful drug and all that, you know, instead of listening to me. But my point is, they had changed every single piece of dialogue. It wasn't even, you know, one line here and there. No, every single line of dialogue had been changed. And yes, nostalgia rewritten the dialogue to actually be better written than the original, you know, have not that the original dialogue was bad, in my opinion, nostalgia and all that, you know, but if they had written dialogue that was somehow more clever, or, you know, brought something new to the table, maybe that I wouldn't have minded as much. I mean, I still would have sat there in the theater and been like, that's not what they used to say, but I would at least be able to get behind it, you know, get used to it. But when you present me with dialogue that sounds worse than the original, dialogue that doesn't flow as naturally, and where, you know, two people talk to each other and the way one responds to the other, you are like, that's not something anyone would ever say. Like, and I know in previous Resident Evil games there's been this whole thing, like, you know, they have been criticized with the dialogue, like, oh, it's Japanese people, it's Japanese people writing American dialogue, so they don't really have a firm idea of how American people are actually talking, yada yada yada. I don't know if this dialogue was written by Japanese or was translated and localized by the American team or whatever. All I know is, doesn't sound as good, doesn't flow as natural, and the lines aren't as good. They feel changed just for the sake of being changed. And with that out of the way, the whole scene was just way too fast. Like, in the original, you had Lewis go like, perfect, the big cheese, and Leon go, what? And you have, you know, Mendes who ambushes Leon and Lewis, and he stands there threateningly in the hallway with his two goons, and then slowly, ominously walking towards Leon like, hey, you knew of something here? And then Leon runs up to him and tries to greet him with his foot. Mendes grabs said foot and flings Leon into the closet that Lewis was just in, after which Leon passes out. I know I'm recapping a scene that you all have probably also seen a million times, so you know what's happening, but I'm just recapping that scene for the sake of argument, that in this scene, by comparison, you have Chief Mendes who ambushes Leon, attacks Leon immediately, throws him across the room or the cave or whatever, and then Leon immediately passes out from that. Like in the original, you had more time to let it all sink in. You had more time to be like, who the hell is that guy? And Leon, having time to assess the situation and try to defend himself here, he doesn't even have time to get up on his feet. It's like in if you have watched Nostalgia Critic when he reviewed the remake of Beauty and the Beast, there were a handful of scenes where he compared the original to the original animated one to the new one with Emma Watson as Belle, and where he commented on how much faster the scenes were in the remake, whereas in the original the scenes were slower, and as a result they had time to breathe, and more importantly, they gave the viewer time to take it all in. But seeing how the remake is more cinematic, I guess cinematic equals faster tempo. But this was just the first chapter. Let's see how I like the following ones. Again, I absolutely love the gameplay. I love the environments. I love how they have changed everything up so that everything looks the same but isn't the same. I'm just not a fan of so far not a fan of the dialogue or at least this cutscene in particular. But this is but the beginning of the game. And these are all the in-game trophies or challenges that I solved. Mission on the way. Complete chapter 1. Knife basics. Parry an enemy with a knife. I think they got the point. Perform a follow-up attack with a knife. That's another thing I really like, that not only can you parry the goddamn chainsaw with a knife, but you can kind of sword fight the villagers with the knife. Novice fighter, perform a melee attack. Arts and craft, combine some items together. Revolt against the revolting, destroy a clockwork castellan. I want to say Castellian for some reason. Martial artist, defeat 10 enemies with melee attacks. Oh, I'm gonna defeat way more than that. Fire in the hole, defeat 10 enemies with explosives. More bang for your buck, shoot the dynamite in the hand of a ganado. And that's it. The CPU earned from completing challenges can be used to purchase items in the extra content shop. Game mode, standard chapter, playtime 1 hour and 20 minutes. Funny, my stream says 2 hours. Enemies killed 46, deaths 4. Haha, Resident Evil 4. Accuracy, you shoot like you shoot as if you are blindfolded. Times damage 15. So I guess I'll take a sneak peek at the next chapter, but after that I'm gonna end it for tonight. sneak peek on the next chapter.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Oh, what the fuck?
And gone is my jacket.
Stop it. Hey, Yankee. Got your name?
Leon.
Quiet type, eh? I'm Luis Serra. Guess you, me, picked the wrongest spot to vacation, eh? Hey, stop it! You move, I move. And I'm beat up enough as it is. I can see you're thinking. Bet you've been in spots like this before, huh? I guess you're here looking for someone. One more guess. Maybe some missing señorita?
Young girl? Talk. Now.
All right. See, heard chatter about moving a señorita.
Moving her. Where?
Who knows? But later, saw some men dragging someone to the old church.
Mierda.
With you, not helpful.
Hey, we're not done here!
Later, amigo.
Shit, they took my gear.
That they did. Except my money.
Condor 1 to Roost. I've located Baby Eagle. It sounds like she's being kept in some church.
Great. That's good news.
I heard it from this guy I met. Said his name is Luis Serra. There's something fishy about him. I need you to run a background check.
We'll call Condor 1. I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, make your way to that church.
Right. I'm probably due for confession anyway. Condor 1, out.
And Hunnigan too, I mean, she is hot as hell in the remake, but she sounds so dead on the inside. Like, in the original, she was like, head for that church, Lee, and take whatever measures necessary to save the subject. Like, she was more, happy. Here, she's like, just another day at the office, go, Leon. Plus, and okay, I know this is a tall ask, but you know that cutscene in the first house where you see Hunnigan at her office and she and Leon are talking back and forth. I know it's a bit silly of me that I thought that would be how every single one of their correspondences would be like, instead of this, like we just saw Leon holding his hand up to his ear and Hunnigan being a hologram to the player. I mean, I'm sure Leon doesn't see a hologram in midair, but we do. Honestly, I know that you know, it is to make the gameplay flow more, because nothing is stopping me from playing the game and moving along while Leon is talking. But if we're gonna have one or the other, I would honestly have preferred them sticking to the intercoms like in the original. I say that, and that again, that's probably just not nostalgia talking. I'm sure I'm in the minority on that one, and most people will be like, "No, I think this way is makes more sense and is more streamlined," and it probably is. It's just me being weird. But yeah, we are gonna quit here for tonight. I gotta get up for work tomorrow, so that was. That was chapter 1 of Resident Evil 4. And I'm definitely gonna, you know, continue this game for the next couple of sessions. I mean, I have something I need to do this weekend, which is why I want to get at least some of it done before then, even though I still have a book I need to edit. Not that my editor is breathing down my neck or anything. It's more just me who I'm like, I have 610 pages to edit. I'm currently on 460, also because I keep adding stuff, because you know, kind of like in a remake like this, where, you know, the developers were like, oh, this doesn't quite make sense, so let's change it, or this area should be expanded. Like, I'm sometimes finding myself in plot holes where I'm like, oh, you know, I could definitely expand on this scene, or I should expand on this dialogue exchange or whatever. So I'm not helping my own case there. So, but this is gonna be the game I'm playing for now, playing until I have finished it, and likely beaten it to hell and back. So so thank you guys for tuning in. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you wanna come back for the next one. Hope you have a good night. What more? Yeah. Thanks for watching. I know that I haven't streamed in a while, but I had family on visit for a long time, and didn't really feel I had the you know, had this space, or the you know, I couldn't really be alone to do these, because I kind of shared a room with them. But I'm alone again now, alone to, you know, to be myself, and to play my games in peace like I prefer, so that I can really take it all in at my own pace. Yeah. I like playing games alone, so that I can, you know, be alone with the game. Not that, you know, sometimes I like to have company where you can, you know, talk about what you're experiencing and stuff like that. That can be fun too. But this is a case where I want to be alone with it. But yeah, thanks for watching. I think I've said that 3 times now, and as always, remember, we are all heroes.